Good morning, everybody out there in Mathland. This is your chapter 14 practice for the test that will be tomorrow. Today's homework will be the practice test, which will be assigned online. These are good pages for you to have with you during that practice test so they can help you out, okay? So this was all about interpreting data in graphs. So here we go. Use the graph to answer the questions. How many tickets were sold in August? Remember, when you have a picture graph or pictograph, both of those names are correct. You have to first find the key to see how many tickets are represented by one picture of a ticket. So these are not just 1, 2. This actually you have to count by 20. So that's 20, 40 for this one. I did degrees with my 4th graders, so of course I marked it as degrees. Oops. So it's just 40 tickets. Over here is 20, 40, 60, and then half of 20 is 10, so this is 70. Again with the degree symbol, Miss Rivera. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. It's not a degree symbol, that's a 0. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. And then 20 and 10 make 30. So then it says, how many tickets were sold in August? Well, 90 tickets were sold in August. Now give me 1 second because I forgot to pull up my teacher edition book in order for me to make sure I am giving you the correct answers, because it would be sad if I wasn't. And I am confident in my 3rd grade math skills, but I know I'm not perfect, so it's nice to have something to look at to make sure that I'm giving you accurate information. So thank you for waiting with me. Okay, I have it. Okay, so then, how many more tickets were sold in July or August than in May, June, or September? So that means I need to add up these values of July and August. So July had 100, August had 90, so it's 190. Then in May, June, or September, so you have to add May, June, and September together. So May is 40, June is 70, so it's 110, and September is 30, so it's 140. I added those 3 months. So the answer is 50 tickets. That's how many more. Which month had more ticket sales than June? So it has to be more than 70, but fewer sales than July. So more than 70 and less than 100. Okay, well that was August, 90. And then how many tickets were sold this month? 90. Make picture graphs. So now we're making it with some information. So you collect supplies for an animal shelter. So that's the title. Supplies for animal shelter. You could also written animal shelter supplies. You know, it's just a title, but you need a title. You receive 4 collars. So collars, tennis balls, dog bones, and cat toys. And I got those from here. Complete the picture graph. So you have to decide what each of these things is going to stand for. I see that all of these or most of them can be divided by 4, so I'm going to make each circle stand for 4. If you receive 4 collars, it's only 1 ball, it's 4 collars. For tennis balls, you had 20, so 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. You had 18 dog bones, so 4, 8, 12, 16, and then half makes 18. And then cat toys, you had 12, 4, 8, 12. You could also have done it by 2, because they're all even numbers. You would have just, if you did it by 2, 4 collars would be 2, 4. Tennis balls, you would have need 10. 18, you would have need 9. And 12, you would have need 6. So it's up to you. I just decided to do it out of 4. On the back. A zookeeper takes care of 30 animals. There are 6 monkeys, 12 flamingos, 9 kangaroos, and the rest of the animals are giraffes. Complete the picture graph. So, for this one, we know that these are animals. There's monkeys, flamingos, kangaroos, K, not an R. And then giraffes. One R in the word giraffe. Two S. Okay, then we need to find that the circle is a particular number. All of these are divisible by 3, I notice. So I'm going to do 3 animals per circle. There's 6 monkeys, so I have to count by 3. So 3, 6 monkeys. Flamingos, there's 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. Kangaroos, there's 9. 3, 6, 9. And giraffes is the rest. So if it's the rest and they didn't tell me, here's what I have to do. I have to add up all these. So 6 plus 12 is 18. 18 and 9 is 27. So if there's 30 animals, 30 minus 27, that's 3. So there's 3 giraffes. And because each circle stands for 3, there's only one circle there to represent the giraffes. Okay, read and interpret the bar graph. Use the graph to answer the questions. How many more fireflies does your friend catch on Thursday than on Monday? Well, remember that in a bar graph, this is the scale right here. So we have to see where the bar stops. So for Thursday, it looks like it's right in between 10 and 12. That would mean 11. Okay, and then on Monday, it's over here between 2 and 4. That means 3. So 8 minus 3, that's 8 fireflies. And I know that I have to subtract because it says how many more. That means subtraction. What do you notice about the number of fireflies caught from Monday through Thursday? Okay, I can see that the bar is getting higher every time. So we can say that the numbers increased every day. That's so ugly. I'm gonna try that again. Every day. There we go. Much better. On which 2 days did your friend catch 10 fireflies combined? Well, this is 3. This is 4. This is 7. And this is 11. Well, 3 plus 7 equals 10. So on Monday and Wednesday. You catch 5 fireflies on Monday, 4 fireflies on Tuesday, 8 fireflies on Wednesday, and 7 fireflies on Thursday. Who caught more fireflies at camp? So let's see. You catch 5 plus 4 plus 8 plus 7. So this was fireflies caught by your friend. This is by you. So all these together are 3 and 4 equals 7. 7 and 7 is 14. 14 and 11 is 25 total. And you have 5 and 4 make 9. 8 and 7 is 15. 15 plus 9, that's 24. So if you caught 24, but your friend caught 25, who caught more? Your friend. One more than you. Okay, second page. Making the bar graph. I love this chapter because I love data like this. Use the frequency table to complete the bar graph. So you have used the same title, trading cards. Then you need to figure out the scale on the bottom. All these numbers seem to be going up by 5, so I'm going to be doing 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and 35. The students are just going by letter, so A, B, C, D. This is where I took that from. And now I have to draw the bar. So the bar for student A goes up to 30. That means it needs to stop on this line. Doesn't have to be perfect, just functional. For B is 15, so it needs to stop on this line. This one's at 10. And D is at 15. All right, then it says another student, student E, has 45 trading cards. How would the bar graph change? So I would just have to go all the way to 45. I'm not gonna write that out, but basically I would have to keep stretching my bar graph to go bigger to 45. And then including the number of trading cards of student E or the numbers of cards from least to greatest. So let's pretend that E was here. It went all the way to 45, which would have been over there. Now we have to order the students. So the smallest amount is 10. We had 2 15s. We have a 30, and we have a 45. these two greatest. Now let's make line plots. So these are tree heights. So that's my title, tree heights. Smallest number that I see is 19, so that's going to start my graph. 19, 20, 21, 22, and 24. 19, let's see how many are 19. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Scratch them out so you can use them again. Are there any 20s? Nope. So 21. 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry, that's 20. Bye-bye 21s. Okay, how many 22s? I only see one. How many 23s? I only see one. And 24s, 1, 2, and 3. There's your line plot. All right, we're here. Measuring. So I have my handy dandy ruler with me, my paper ruler. Measure the length of each snail trail from a snail race to the nearest half inch and record each length on the line plot. So the title for this particular line plot will be Snail Trail. That's like the gooey stuff that they leave behind once they go very slowly. So let's start measuring, okay? To the half inch. So I'm gonna start at my 0 line. Okay, this first one seems to go to about 2.5. This next one is at 2. This next one is about 1/2 inch. I'm not going to use the 1/4 inches because they only want me to use 1/2 inches for this. This is 2 again. This is 1.5. Okay, right here. So that is closer. Let's see. That's closer to 2 than 1.5. So I'm going to call it as that. Then this one's 1.5. Is it? Yeah. This one is closer to 2. And this one is closer to 2.5. So I did the best estimations that I could. So how many are, so the smallest one I see is 1/2. So then I'm going to do 1/2, half, I mean 1 whole, 1.5, 2 wholes, 2.5, 3. So how many were 1/2 inches? I only see this one, 1x. How many were exactly 1 inch? I don't see any. 1.5. I got this one and this one, so 2 x's. Scratch them out so I don't use them again. How many were 2? 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many were 2.5? 2 of them. Then it says, what is the length of the longest snail trail and what is the length of the shortest snail trail? The longest one was 2.5. The shortest one was 1/2. So this was the longest recorded. That's the shortest recorded. Now 1/4 inches. Measure the length of each feather to the nearest 1/4 inch, then record each length on the line plot. So these are feather lengths. Misspelled that word quite a bit. There we go. So we gotta start measuring here before I can come up with a scale here. So this first one, starting at 0, going all the way here, I would say this is 2 1/4, because here's the 4th right here. This one I would call it 1 1/4. Yeah. This would be 1 3/4. One and 1/4. And this is 2. So I'm the smallest one. Well, I'm just gonna start at 1 1 1/4, 1 2/4, 1 3/4, 2 2 1/4. Okay, so how many 1 inches? None of them. How many 1 1/4? 2. How many 1 1/2? I didn't see any. How many 1 3/4? One of them. How many 2s? One of them. And how many 2 1/4? One of them. Okay. So I want you to be very careful with this homework online. It might be a little tough. Use the ruler. I know there's like a digital ruler you can use to measure online, so be careful using it. I'm going to assign the practice test today. Have these notes with you when you're answering the questions, and please make sure an adult is checking your work before you submit it. That means that even if you started alone and then you wait until the parent can check it to submit it, that is totally fine. Okay, because this is your practice test, so you want to take your time. All right, I'll talk to you later.